What is going on, you beautiful people? It is Trellirelli here, and right now we are currently watching the patch notes live. They are about to show the gameplay and the abilities of Atlas, the new Guardian coming to Smite. And I was going to say the new God, but no, he is a Titan, as they are explaining right now. I am muted at the moment, but he is actually the first playable Titan in Smite. The reason that they haven't added one before was because killing a Titan... Oh, this is him in game. Hold up, we got to turn this up.
He's also very big.
Yeah. I'm going to hold this thought.
He's not obviously the like... literally bigger than the map, because that wouldn't work for gameplay reasons.
Yeah,
but
that would be hard.
He is very big, and he does actually have, I think, the tallest camera in the game, beating out Yorm.
The tallest camera in the game beating out Yorm.
Right, I guess so.
So he does have...
He doesn't look that big.
Which is pretty
Not here anyways.
He is wielding that burden as a mighty weapon, so
Yeah.
that's horrifying and also really cool to look at. So, all right, we talked about how cool he is. I can't hold it any longer. Let's check him out in game.
They're going in. Okay, forget everything I said. We're going into the gameplay. I'm just gonna shut up and we're gonna watch.
That's so awesome. All right, show him off. Show us everything.
I know absolutely nothing about his kit.
Yeah, let's just run through every ability.
Oh, that's so great.
Whoa!
Nice.
Oh, what happened to that Odin? And there's the Sky Laser.
I have.
They did a lot
It's
of
still
stuff.
going. I have literally no idea what I just saw.
So let's just start off with the basic attack. So how's the basic?
Whoa!
So Atlas is...
He just yeeted that Odin, man.
Standard melee.
He has a cleave.
He does initial hit, another initial hit, and then a cleave.
Yeah, we love
These
cleaves.
initial hits are actually slower. They're all 1.25 both swing time and damage. So he actually doesn't have a standard one attack ever at any point. You can see also his passive activating there, where his passive...
He's got a suck. He gives the suck.
Damaging characters, and he gets an extra basic attack that when he has enough energy, it'll actually do that big slam down attack.
Oh, that wasn't even an ability. That was his auto.
Built in there as well.
The slam.
But once we get to the rest of the kit, we can talk about the other form that his basic attack can take.
Ooh, will do. So let's. How about his passive? His passive is called the Astrolabe, and I mean we can see it right there.
Yep, the Astrolabe. You can see that.
I'm gonna turn it up a little bit.
Yeah.
He now has the kind of floating orbs around it. The passive meter's kind of swirling around. That means his next basic attack by holding the Astrolabe is going to be that big slam down. This does bonus flat damage that scales off.
That's an auto attack. Oh my god.
Who are in there.
That is so cool.
And that's a suck.
It'll stun minions as
We
well,
love the
so you get some
suck.
extra utility there.
Yeah, all kinds of things you can bend that into. So his first ability, Unburden.
And then he can just yeet you. That is so cool. I heard you can do that to your teammates. We'll have to see.
He actually throws the Astrolabe, and this is a unique part of the character. Most of our weapons in Smite, when you throw them, they just kind of like disappear and reappear. They don't really have any permanence. This one actually does have that permanence. When you throw out the Astrolabe, you can see that he loses it. He's not holding it anymore. It is out. It is deployed. He has different animation sets for when he doesn't actually have this Astrolabe deployed.
That's kind of cool. Can you not basic attack during that?
Now he doesn't have the weapon to swing.
Yeah.
His basic attacks turn into that pulse that happens at that area.
Oh, his basic attacks are the pulse. Okay, that makes sense.
Wave. It also scales its damage, scales off your level.
So that's him auto attacking, doing that pulse. Okay, that makes sense.
Support Guardian. He actually has a few level scalings in his kit to make sure that his kind of damage is more uniform and controlled over the course of the game.
Yeah, make it harder to just scale up and throw the Astrolabe and beat someone to death from across the map.
Yeah. And I think the final thing to note here is that when it actually is thrown and deployed, it does do initial damage in the area as well as slows targets.
Okay.
This is a way to kind of initiate.
It looks like a slow to me.
Yeah, initiate and get some damage as you walk up. Super awesome. So his second ability is called Gravity Pull. So what's
This is the big suck.
Yeah, so I mean, this is a huge mass. It's a basically the entire cosmos condensed down to his Astrolabe. He can just control the gravity of it because that is how astronomy works.
Okay.
So the first version of it, when he's holding the Astrolabe, is actually going to be that cone that you see that's divided into two parts. If enemies are in the far part of it, they'll just get pulled towards Atlas. But if they're in that close critical range, they actually will get pulled into the Astrolabe itself, and Atlas is able to freely aim and throw them.
That's so dope.
During that, he's able to like control what direction they're going to go.
That's so
and
funny.
That gives him essentially access to this kind of grab and toss that's on a non-ultimate ability. Definitely something that's really, really potent for a support guardian.
That's definitely
It
very
does
strong.
change, however, if he has his Astrolabe deployed. So if he throws the Astrolabe and then uses it, it'll follow the same rules. It has that outer area and inner area.
Oh, you can
Outer area
do the
they get pulled
suck
towards the
twice.
Astrolabe. But if they're in the inner area, they get pulled to the center and then thrown towards wherever Atlas is at that moment.
Oh, So much potential.
Yep,
That's
2 ways to
crazy.
Control, 1 more direct up front, 1 more thrown range. You can get more people with it generally.
It's like
so
Terra. A lot of her
extra utility there.
abilities,
If
like
you're up at the
his
front
abilities
line, you
clash
use your
with each other
back
like
line, you
that.
can toss it back there and use the pull to try and get people off.
Yeah.
A lot of different options here with how you want to use the Astrolabe, and that's the primary goal of this kit is that mastery of knowing when to use it, when to pull it back, when to recall it. Is something that I think is going to separate good Atlas players from great Atlas players.
I gotta see the ult
I
again.
can't imagine just the roam game on this. You know, when you separate off from your lane and go to start handling, checking on other lanes and trying to get those ganks off, there's just going to be so much that you can get done with that. I'm super excited to see that in game, as much as I am horrified to be the victim of it.
Get tossed into towers and get.
How come some of them are getting launched up? I guess it's like the outer circle versus the inner circle. I can't really pay attention. I can't take in everything from this kit from just this short gameplay, man. This looks cool.
Kinetic charge, if you use it just normally, it's a pretty standard charge. You run into targets, you do an AoE on when you land, does some damage. And you can see that it actually doesn't do any other form of CC or anything if that's how you use it. But it does interact with your allies. So if you were to set that circle around you, if you have allies get passed through there when you're charging, you actually take burdens from them. You'll cleanse them of any movement speed slows they have at that moment and give them a movement speed burst. And you'll take those burdens with you. And then if you run into a god at that point, you'll actually dump the burdens onto them. So this can scale up to a 75% slow if you cleanse through.
Oh, so it speeds up your teammates, cleanses them, and then it slows when you hit. Okay.
Yeah.
But you can also use it defensively to make sure that someone's slowed. You can kind of cleanse that slow off and then help them get away.
Gotcha.
Another big peel thing. You know, they slow your hunter. You just run past, take that slow away, drop it on their hunter, then turn it down.
And this is another thing that we're talking about with making him that kind of true support guardian.
Yeah.
He looks awesome. You just dash in, pick someone up, and bring them back to the squad. It's like Fenrir, but way quicker.
That form of CC.
Yeah, I'm just imagining, like you said, like team fight's about to start. You're standing third in line. You barrel past everybody, get all of that, all of those stacks. Hit the first person, it's the slows, the battle has begun.
You just get to blink in and pick someone up. Like imagine like a
Now,
blink.
Finally, I mean,
We'll
we got to see
see.
it once, but I feel like there's so much to talk about with the ultimate gamma ray burst.
Yep, so he
The Hulk?
controls the skies and the cosmos. It's kind of his domain. He's learned to control it over the last time. He can call down a gamma ray burst from the sky.
Oh my.
You can see there that when you first cast it down, you have that kind of like more translucent beam coming from that sky origin point. This beam itself is more of a radiating beam. It actually doesn't do that much damage, but it does provide a huge protection shred and a power debuff. So you don't want to really.
Does it really go across the map? That's like not a joke.
Taking a lot more damage from his carries, and a lot more damage from like the jungler, the mage that might want to try and jump on you. As well as you're going to be doing less
It just
damage.
goes. There's no way. You
But
can just
then at
snipe
any point
someone.
during it, or after 5 seconds, you can fire it, and at that point, the gamma ray burst focuses and travels across the map. Not fully global. It's about.
It looks
I wanna
pretty
say it's like
global.
800 or 900 units. You can definitely go from mid lane to dual lane, mid lane to solo lane, but going from like dual lane to solo lane is a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
If you're
It's
getting
definitely a really
sniped with
long
that
range.
thing, you're probably pretty
That
pissed
moment of
off.
Focus, it does some more damage and immediately applies 3 stacks worth of that protection shred and power debuff.
Wow.
So if you want to just quick fire it to get some immediate protection shred, you can. If you want to try and get as many stacks as you can and then send it.
That's so quick.
You can.
And it's
You
so
can see there
big,
actually there's
too.
Burn marks on the ground and it's just a terrifying thing when you hear it coming towards you in the jungle. It's just one of those things that lets him have an extra bit of it's kind of like global threat.
Yeah.
utility
It's
that
definitely a
you can
global
do.
threat. I agree with you,
I
Pawn.
mean, I can't imagine, like, so much zone control and objective control because, teams grouped up on, I don't know, if the Fire Giant, you go throw that down,
Man.
all of a sudden Fire Giant hits a
He
lot
looks
harder,
wild.
a
His
lot
damage
less
numbers are probably a lot less
lot
than
of
you'd
great
think because they already said he's like a
for just
supporty
team
guardian.
playing, objective control.
Because that
And he
ult's
has some
hitting for
good soft,
200 level
kind
20
of,
right now. That's
soft
base
synergies there
damage.
As well. His passive stacks with every individual hit, so dropping this on a team quickly builds up your passive.
Yeah.
You can use your 2, either the deployed version or the held version of the AO2. You can use that to keep people inside of it. You can chuck people into the path of the beam. There's a lot of interesting things that you can do, a lot of different ways to kind of
There's
combine
so
these
many
things
ways
to
this kit
make
could
that.
work,
Choose
man.
what
It
you
is
wanna try and play
absolutely
in this fight.
incredible.
If you want to be an aggressive duel,
I love that like every new guardian they keep trying to make like different little gimmicks for.
Keep your abilities kind of close to your chest and use them when you need to peel for someone. A lot of different flexible options here, but we did really try and give him the tools that he needs to be a successful, true support guardian.
Yeah, and I mean, I know I'm excited to see it. Guardians are probably one of my most frequently played characters, and I love having a kit with so much diversity, so many different ways you can.
There's a lot of
utilize the
CC
ability to
too.
either be
There's a lot of just whooping. I don't even, there's so many ways that one works that I didn't even get to see yet.
I want to give a big shout out too to the programming team, the tech art team, the animation team. This character, because he can either be holding or not holding the astrolabe,
Yeah.
that immediately almost doubles a lot of the animations required for the character and a lot of the interactions. What happens when he has that out and another animation plays and he recalls it, how should those animations interact? The team did a huge amount of work to make sure that the astrolabe felt really heavy and really something that was burdening him.
Yeah.
But when he had that out, his
Looks like
animations
he's just
changed
walking around holding a fucking globe.
I think he did an incredible job.
Oh, and I can see it. And I got to talk to some of the animators myself about it, and I mean, they said exactly what you said. You know, it was a wild challenge designing a god that essentially had two entirely different sets of animations.
And I just gotta say, his drip is kind of on point too. I'm loving the purple beard, like the cosmic beard.
That comes out, there's new challenges. There's new.
He looks fresh.
New obstacles.
They said the highest camera angle rivaling Yorm. You guys notice that he doesn't look that tall to me?
Displays a lot of those really well. So super exciting. And
Final god of the season.
Final god of the season. Oh wow.
Every time somebody says that, I'm just blown away.
That's what I just said.
The end of the year, we're already getting to 8/12.
I was just getting started. What happened?
Well, so that's Atlas. He is going to come out with obviously the normal cosmetics. He's going to have Cosmic Carrier Atlas when he comes out, so you'll be able to get that too.
Ooh, the recolor
Nice
looks
red
good
recolor.
too.
The actual astrolabe gets like a nice red glow on it.
I imagine.
Yeah, it looks part, like, flung around in that.
Okay, the planet looks really sick there. I can't think of any like skin designs off the top of my head. Maybe like a clown. He's got a balloon. I don't know. I defaulted to a clown. I don't know why. He's got like a wig. That was the idea. This is kind of framey right here though.
There's also Ascended Atlas, so you'll be able to get
I hate
that.
these.
And that green.
Not like this in particular, just these skins that are like, here's a recolor, here's another recolor. I don't like the second
You can
recolors.
see the kind of like green Fresnel glow also there as well. And similar
But this
to
all
the
seems like extra information.
Another thing.
You guys get the gist of it. That is Atlas's kit. They've been showing it. This is live, so this is going to be the quickest that you get it. I believe they said the PTS will be up on Friday, so expect a gameplay video then. If you do want to see how we try to use this kit in an actual game, I'll try to get some Joust gameplay, maybe a 1v1, depending on how we can get, how many people we can get to be there. But man, he looks crazy. I don't know exactly. I couldn't tell if he's CC immune when casting his ult, which could always be difficult. You usually want some sort of CC immunity on your Guardians, but he looks crazy. I really do think he's going to be very exciting to at least test out. So I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, definitely leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and drop a comment if you enjoyed. It's been Trellirelli, guys.